Hello everyone, my name is Ned Finn. Welcome back to the channel, welcome back to the stream. Hello Luffy, it has been a while, good to see you in chat. Playing a little bit of Rimworld. Today, y'all know the deal. No big opening spiel, just getting straight back into it. And I am partially doing this so that I do not lose track of what I was doing previous game, which was sending Dear Mike and someone else, Giggles, off on a little trade mission in the interest of picking up food for our livestock and seeing what else our trade partners have. Although I didn't mean to scare. That's still... The scares are for next month. I have learned that apparently animals can eat, as long as they have access to the shelves, animals can eat hay directly off of shelves. So, and resources on shelves don't deteriorate unless I'm very much mistaken. Yeah. Triple stacked shelf holds. Ned doesn't bite, but he can scare. That's right. Items stored inside will never deteriorate and don't affect the beauty of their surroundings. That's exactly what I want to see. So Luffy, how are you doing today, bud? What brings you to the stream? Had a very early morning today, earlier than normal, tragically. My alarm was set for, ooh, a new phone. We love to see it. What'd you get? Good quality. That's great. I had my alarm set for 5 this morning, but I actually got up before my alarm because I wasn't sleeping all too soundly. So I ended up kind of just going out onto the couch and trying to sleep a little bit and scrolling on my phone a little bit. Due to starvation. Unfortunately, Luffy, I have not yet tried Genshin Impact. I am sorry about that. As I've said, it is on the list. New iPhone. Very nice. I couldn't tell you. I don't even remember what kind of iPhone I've got, to be honest with you. We just lost power throughout the whole colony. Do I got kids? No. Can't say that I do. Blocked by poplar tree. Oh, well that's part of the issue, isn't it? Gotta cut these suckers down. Gotta cut that sucker down as well. Wish you could designate, like, an area as, like, no trees here, please. Death Alpaca 7 from malnutrition. This is unfortunate. And, you know, Luffy, after kind of due consideration, at least as of right now, that my general policy is to kind of not mix... my own personal gaming with folks from chat, and that's a blanket policy as of right now. So I do apologize, but for the foreseeable future, no. Jen and Chio are having a social fight for reasons beyond me. Ya boogers. Oh, and of course Mike has Mike just got his frickin' conversion back. How's everyone doing? Consciousness manipulation. What's going on with Mike's health? It's something that I've kind of weakened blood filtration. What's wrong with his blood filtration? My man doesn't have a kidney. I mean, that's fine. Gen Z slang, I mean, it is, slang. Like any other. You know, it is informed by culture, so I don't really have a problem with it. I'm not necessarily always caught up on it, but I haven't got an issue with it, for sure. For sure. Now, the problem is that even because, this grass presumably is not actually alive, is not live grass because of the temperature. So these my poor buddies here. Okay, so we're gonna allow kibble and turn on the kibble machine. Yeah. Willow, why are you butchering animals? That seems a little bit out of your purview. She's not even frickin' Willow isn't even assigned to working. God, we're gonna lose minor malnutrition. Okay, that's good. We're gonna lose some of these frickin' alpaca. I mean, I guess we already have at least one. Disallow sewing. Now that's interesting. I wonder if the shorter days are affecting our ability to produce solar power. Or if it's just because of how big the frickin' colony is. And we're not pulling in enough energy in the day. Which is completely possible and isn't even like that big of an issue. Our goats have died. Catastrophe! Our hay grass is dying because of the cold. Makes a certain amount of sense. If memory serves, last winter was not this cold. So we are losing, like... like, I don't think that we ever got to the point where... Now, granted, the flock was smaller. But even so, this does just make the, days of food. 5 tiles per day. It's winter. That's the issue, is that we're sending them out in winter. I'm starting to think that this... Hey, guys. Head back... Ooh. We have to send them there now, because they don't have enough food to get back to thing. Ugh, I should not have sent them in winter. Ugh. But the good news is that they are getting their kibble, which is just made from rice and meat. Rice and, you know, whatever. But it's something that our animals can eat, and the ones that need it most will hopefully at least get prioritized in terms of the food. Berry bushes, that gives us a little something something. Willow, why are you eating raw? There is... Because it's not vegetarian. And she would prefer to eat raw vegetarian, like raw produce, than... Major break risk. Jen, what is your issue? Jen, we got a problem? Jen, are we gonna have an issue here? Hungry pet animals. Growth moment for Matto. Hey! Look at that. Now old enough to do the following work. Firefight, handle, cook, hunt, grow, mine, plant, cut, tailor, and craft. Choose one skill to increase his passion for. So presumably, some optimism for learning more. Daydreaming about different cultures. Abrasive. Global certainty loss factor. Let's go for optimist and artistic. That'll be something, at least. I mean, pretty straightforward. There was only one passion available and one positive trait. Matta, why aren't you sitting at... Presumably because he doesn't have an adult. I don't know. I do not know. At least they'll get on this frickin' road. Should have sent them with some bedrolls as well. This was just a poorly planned caravan in general, and their the effect on their speed is kind of a problem. But it is what it is. No longer incapable of walking, so our animals are at least feeling at least a little bit better, which is... we're going to call that positive. Excuse me. Actually running quite low on steel as well. Colony's just kind of in, like, not a terrible situation necessarily, but also not in the best imaginable. How are you guys doing? Okay, so at least they're able to forage, which is kind of good given the season. How are the alpaca doing? Oh, they're fine. They're absolutely fine. Or not alpaca. Megasloths. Where actually is our other sloth? Where's Wrath? There he is. Hello, Wrath. Which is a sick-ass name for a for an alpaca, or for a megasloth, by the way, or any animal. Joe Johnson, welcome to the stream, my guy. Always, it was nice to see a fresh bean in the garden. How's it going? How goes it? We love happenstance chat or stream finds. Bread and butter around here, quite frankly. Hey, okay. Bum 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 bum. And look at them without pemmican. That is gonna be... that is like most of our frickin' food, my guy. Or most of our frickin' silver. Although, we do have, like, trade goods here to offset that. What was that? Thrumbo fur, yeah! Same thing for the Megasloth wool. And a little bit of ambrosia. Watching this in Comp Psy class. Bro, I won't tell anyone if you don't, alright? Your secret's safe with me. Let's see here. Discovery. Intellectual. Despite it being a secondhand school book, pages are in decent condition. Basic discovery isn't a terrible idea. Comm science, that's what, computer science? Which I guess, yeah, that would provide opportunity at the very least. They've got steel. Here's the thing. We don't need to be loading ourselves down with steel. I will take some herbal medicine, though. It can't possibly hurt, and that does put them in within like the capacity to actually pay us for it. This is vanilla Rimworld. I have the ideology and biotech expansions. I'm typically rather reticent to do too much modding, just because I kind of, you know, I like to play things as developers intend. The big exception is something like The Sims, where custom content like custom clothing or objects or stuff isn't necessarily going to have a huge impact on gameplay. It's more just like the aesthetic approach. Let's. Also, I mean, there's no harm in buying some components, and that still gives us plenty of money. I'm just gonna grab another 300. Sister was in the hospital yesterday. What happened there? Okay. Now that's that's their alpaca wool. Okay. It's the ambrosia we have not sold. Well, let's sell 30. Dare we do 40? 50? Yeah, 50 seems good. All right, let's go. Autobots roll out. Throws up a lot. I see. Like persistent stomach issues? Because that is no fun. I hate disgorging food, let's say. It is, and like, obviously nobody likes it. At least not many people like it. But you know, there's just that sense of like a total body rebellion. It's awful. By the way, Joe Johnson, I'll give you the spiel, and Luffy, I am glad to hear that she's feeling better. I'll give you the spiel real quick. I stream as often as I can, time permitting, usually about 4 or 5 days a week, but I don't have a particularly set schedule. If you're liking the content so far and are interested in catching me on subsequent streams, the absolute best way is to subscribe and even turn on notifications if you want. But a mere subscription is fine by me. I've been playing Rimworld and Subnautica on the channel. I've been playing some Balatro and Isaac, the Binding of Isaac in the mornings, and I have a list of potential spookier options to bust out in honor of October. So that'll be coming up really in less than a week, I suppose, in the grand scheme of things. And no, I honestly, I don't know if I was aware that there was like multiplayer mods for Rimworld, but that is intriguing. Hey, look at that. Well, welcome to the garden, Joe. We appreciate having you here. I'm honestly surprised that that hyper-dedicated bean Matto hasn't shown up yet. He's going to be kicking himself for missing the stream. He's usually very punctual about these things. Now, let me see here. If memory serves. Yeah. So I can deconstruct this. Connect that. Because I have the invisible cable there. Mad rats. Some sort of psychic wave has swept over the landscape. Your colonists are okay, but it seems that many of the rats in the area have been driven insane. Well, all of them are outside the walls. So, here's what we're going to do. Take everyone. We're going to assign all of the adults to the child zone, which puts them within the bounds of the wall. So these rats will just get stuck in the traps and in a mountain and grew food and sold it to people to get guns and components. That's pretty neat. I can imagine... I mean, like, Rimworld has such an interesting maximalist approach to its systems. That, like, I could see multiplayer Rimworld almost taking on, like, an EVE Online level of kind of... verisimilitude, I guess, is the word I would use for it. Just kind of like that appearance of genuine authenticity. And we are out of components. That is no bueno. Although, it does make me feel better that we have these fellas coming with some fresh... Ooh, my frame rate is just a-struggling. Because I've got too many gosh-darned colonists. Well, it doesn't seem to struggle too much when we're zoomed in, so let's just keep it that way. But yeah, I have a plan to grow some food. Let's see here. Yeah, temps are getting better. Reallow sewing. Thank you, Joe. I do appreciate that. But our heal root crop is doing well, at least. Sloma hit a trip. No. Sloma, how are you doing? A couple of pretty serious stab wounds. Could someone please, attend to Sloma? Unrestricted, right? Please and thank you. Yeah, the plan is to, for next month, is to at least spend some of those streams playing through Darkest Dungeon, which I think ought to be a good bit of fun. Caravan ambushed. Scaria infected man-hunting monkeys. An unacceptable turn of events. But this is why we have Giggles. Because Giggles has a powerful sword. What does Mike have? He's got a heavy SMG now. Oh, dude, Darkest Dungeon is freaking great. It's a little bit roguelike, well, not roguelike, but like permadeath dungeon crawler and a little bit XCOM because there's like party permadeath. How are we doing? Literally a single bruise. Mike, when did you lose your kidney, my guy? What's up, Matto? Good to see you in chat. My boy lost his kidney at some point. Wild. Let's reconvene the caravan. Accept travel supplies. Berries, berries, berries. Da, da, da. Be smelted into to recover steel. Yeah, that's not that important. Yep. Presumably we could bring the monkeys with us. But no, I think this is just fine. But yeah, no, the appeal for streaming Darkest Dungeon, Joe, is you can name your recruits, your party members. And I think that there is a lot of potential fun to be had in naming party members after some of the wonderful beans that show up in my chat. But Matto, how are you today? My boy. My dear Mountain Time son. Components up there. Ooh, is that the last of the components that we have? Bleh. There's a little bit of, what is that, gold? Gold. We're gonna mine. And we're gonna pray. You know, if memory serves, we actually had an asteroid, or a meteor rather, of compacted machinery. So, like, we're kind of lucky that it's persisted. This, Joe, thank you. Seriously, I appreciate you stopping by. Swing by anytime. I'm off tomorrow. So I'm going to be streaming quite a bit tomorrow. Like, I think last day that I had off, I streamed 4 times that day. So, like, I'll be around. But I appreciate the sub, man. I truly do. And Natto, you're actually quite fortunate because you missed my spiel that you always give me crap for. So, worked out just fine. You know, we've got our Ancient Danger over here, which could be some fun to poke a stick at some point. I mean, conceivably, there could be some compacted machinery, like in this little mountlet over here, this hillock. But, in future, we really might have to rely on trading until we can start. If memory serves, there is a way. Yeah, here we go. Fabrication. Build fabrication benches capable of high-tech projects ranging from component assembly to power armor construction. So, in theory... Oh, I meant to buy that fucking book. Oh, well. Thank you, Randy. I appreciate it. Ooh, Mike. Where's Cavan at? 56%. Oh, Michael. Do that conversion thing you do so well. Down to 36. Ooh, a transport pod. If he survives the impact, he will be badly wounded, not affiliated. Following believers have charitable beliefs. Hello, Gumpy. A treehouse builder and space refugee. Baseliner from the Pure Sect. Naturists, or, not naturists, lifeists. That's Mike's old crew, yeah? Honestly, especially because we found out that Mike has this kidney problem, we might have to do a Rimworld. Yep, not slaves, prisoners. Although this guy's gonna wish for slavery. Okay. Well, okay, losing... Oh, and he's a cannibal. How interesting. Losing a kidney is not going to kill this dude unless the surgery goes really poorly, in which case we won't get the kidney anyway. How you doing? Ah, he's gonna be fine. Gonna be just fine. Gonna heal him up. We are gonna take his kidney, which is regrettable? Question mark? But you know, it is what it is. These things happen. There's nothing we can do about it. Hey, Mike needs a kidney. This guy has a kidney. We're gonna release him after we've got that, so I'm honestly not too worried. More food coming in. We've got pemmican if we really need it, which is useful. Okay, so we got the hay grass coming in, which is very good. Actually gonna expand this zone out to like here, because we really could use the food production. What else we're gonna do? Right over here. We'll do a growing zone for corn, I think. And honestly, this is the time to be planting it. Right at the end of the winter, temperatures are starting to improve a little bit. Absolutely. It's frickin' Willow growling over there. And her weird little Yiddikin self, which is fine. Meeting with Opossum. Universe chief of that. Not going to worry about all that just yet. Look at Cavan go. What a pro. Not even a pro, an expert. At level 12 mining. Which is very good. Ooh. Well, now that's interesting. We could link these settings. That'd be pretty cool. Got a little bit of the old reshuffle to do, but you know, still, it's good. All right, Gumpy. Hey, bud. I have terrible news for you. Pain severe. Moderate blood loss. Now, here's a question. Presumably, we need a specific kidney, right? Left kidney. One left kidney, please. Does make me happy to see them all together watching TV. I think that's very cute. Joe Johnson, new subscriber. Very nice, very nice. Surgery failed on Gumpy. Failed in a minor way. I thought... Mike should have left it to Razik. She's the best surgeon in the colony. Oh well. I mean, it's basically fine. It's just annoying. Ooh, Inusians. Oh, Mike. Go and see what Lily has to offer us. Some components. Oh, no, wait, that's our components. But they do have medicine, and medicine is always desirable. We can sell them our these old guns. Yeah, so we actually profit off of that. That's great. We love to see it. An extra $9 in the coffers. Psychic Sooth is ending. Hey, do we have tree sowing yet? We sure don't. Once we get, Jesus, we're doing microelectronics so we can get bionics. That's right. Fine. Go, Giggles. Do your thing. Reading bonus in room 0%. Cool. Oh, they're already resorting to the frickin' pemmican. That is also not great. That's a lot of hunting to do. But I have a very hungry colony. This is also why we are expanding our rice zone. Surgery failed on Gumpy. We did get sterile materials, didn't we? That's good. Good. Okay, so we didn't even have to rely on the pemmican for that long, which is good. Don't get me wrong. Well, here's part of the issue is that we're only assigned to cook 25 meals. That's like... Because we got 9 of these fuckers. 11! 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's right, because it was 10 and then we got Willow added to the crew. Good gracious. This should be at least double that. This should be 50. As should this. And we'll unpause it like 15 for both of these. So we're not as much in this situation. I think we boosted that up to 300. Yeah. Oh, good. We have our stuff back up and running, which is good. 70 steel and 2 components, both of which we do have, which is good. These freaking bio-coated weapons, which I really don't know what to do with. Hey chat, what do I do with bio-coated weapons? Anybody? No? It's screaming into the void again. But hey, we caught Joe's attention. It's good enough for me. Yeah, we need wood. Chop that down, and then once we get tree sowing researched, we can do like a stand of poplars or something like right in this area. Which will be just grand. This builder is no longer inspired to a shoot frenzy. Okay. There we go. Yep. How are our kids growing, by the way? 7, she is at 8. Her learning needs. Okay, so both of their learning needs are like full. Well, or relatively full, which is good. Mike. Seek out Cavan. Where is Cavan? Oh, Cavan. What you doing, bud? Hauling bird skin. I get you. Well, where was he? Oh, well. It matters not. Mike! Convert him. Down to 22. So Cavan is almost converted, which is good. And that's on the strength of Mike's level 6 social skill. So, like... Shaman Merchant. Alright, Mike. Frickin' Mike and Ike's over here. Let's go and, they have wildlife. They have neutramine. Do not have components, but they do have herbal medicine, which we will buy off of them. It's literally a single piece of herbal medicine. We will trade them the rest of our ambrosia as well. Yep. Goodness. I'm a bit sleepy. The original plan was for a 2-hour stream, but that might not actually pan out just because I am quite tired, to be honest with you. Or at least, I will at least go for an hour. Don't y'all worry your silly little heads. All none of you. Psychic drone is ending. Cool beans. Poor Gumpy. She knows Razik is back awake, I think. Incidentally. Schedule. A squirrel self-tamed. How charming. Okay, so we're at 31 food. That is good. That being said... we're really gonna go and hunt down all of these animals? Yes, yes we will. Because we need it. We need the frickin'... we need the meat. Like, even with auto slaughter for our alpaca, like, we need the meat. We have a lot of people that we need to care for. Yeah, like, we had over 30 meals a moment ago. Literally just a second ago. See, that's unacceptable. Must have clean power lines. What's up, Samurai Ninja? Ain't no such thing as being late, because y'all are not on a schedule. And Lord knows neither am I. But, cool of you to drop in. How's it going? Just playing a little Rimworld today, dealing with this, frankly, unfeasibly well-populated colony. You know, hanging out with the sloths. Doing good. We love to see it. Had an early morning today. Alarm was set for 5, but I actually got up closer to like 4:30. Couldn't get back to sleep, and my wife is quite a light sleeper, and if I'm up, I'll be moving around, like even without really thinking about it, I just get restless. So I moved out onto the couch and just scrolled on my phone until it was time for me to like actually get up and start getting ready for work. But whew, took it out of me. But nonetheless, we're sitting down playing a little bit of Rimworld, and although it's not officially scheduled yet, I'm thinking at around 8:30 Eastern time, the wife and I are going to be streaming some more Fortnite this evening, so that should be a good time to be had by all. Is that, I was about to say, is that an ostrich skeleton? No, it's a turkey. It's a desiccated turkey. I think another door, like right up here, wouldn't go amiss. I think... that is what I think, and that is what I will do. Oh yeah, Razik, you're awake. Good, good. Because we have... right kidney, right, bud? Oh. Left kidney. Sorry, Gumpy. Left kidney. Don't know if that matters, but we're gonna act as if it does. Alright, come on, Razik. You're our colony's best surgeon. If anyone can do it, you can. Packaged survival meals are actually quite useful. Surgery failed on Gumpy. In a minor way. Razik, you stabbed the poor man. We didn't have a Razik, we got you a heart out of a raider, and this was not a problem at all. We're gonna make another... We're just gonna back-to-back do this. He's already sedated, so, like, should be fine. You are... You are a very skilled medical professional, Razik. This is like your thing. This is part of the reason why I took the time to convert you from like pan-raiderism. His last skill. Okay, but we got it. We got the kidney. Excellent, 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 excellent. All right. Hooray. Chancellor of Self-Desired. Hey, Michael. Okay, he is 22 hours away from being able to convert again. But even then... Yeah. 2 more conversion runs at Cavan, and he should be on the freeway. Be driving on the freeway, so to speak. Dynama. Are you okay? Yeah, she's fine. And we're still going to tend to her. You know, she's got some stab wounds. But she's fine. Flame bow. Simple short self bow with a load of incendiary arrows. The arrows carry fuel and igniter. Upon impact, they spray fuel around and ignite it. It's giving Horizon Zero Dawn. Which incidentally I still think is a trash name. Because what does it even mean? I mean, presumably it means something like the Zero Dawn was something. I don't know. I think it's a bad name. It's a bad title. But whatever. That's just me being a curmudgeon. Ned's being a grumpy old man again. Fringe is Fringe? That's right. Fringe is a different individualist. Ideologian, isn't she? But like, she's not gonna raise issue with the fact that like, oh no, we're slaughtering innocent animals or whatever. So like, you know. Fringe being of a different ideologian from most of the colony is not that big of an issue. Also, Gumpy, we can, like, release him. Now. We have what we need of him. Alright, come on, Gumpy. On you go. With your missing kidney and your wearing off anesthetic. Yeah, you're gonna be you're gonna be a little bit tingly because of the full body Novocaine we used on you, but you'll be fine. I fully trust your ability to wander off into the wilderness and stay out of trouble. My gosh, we actually have like a lot of food for once. Very nice, very nice. Gonna hunt down that turkey. That one lone turkey. Hey, look at that. Dynamo's fully healed. Alrighty then. Oh, and we've got more art. Install that there. Install that there. Oh, look at that. Willow's running around planting. What is that? Dayblooms. Daylilies for Jen. Dayblooms is Terraria thing, unless I'm very much mistaken. If memory swerves, and it often does. Hello? I didn't realize that I had a claim to make there. Unnamed health insurance company, but cool. We love to see it, I suppose. Fire starting spray. Razik. Stop it. Did we already get flak armor? We sure did. It's made at the machining table? And it is, and we already have one. The flak jackets require components. That is unfortunate. Guys, cut it out. Don't burn alive. No. They'll be fine. Yeah, Colony is in actually pretty good shape overall. So, Samurai Ninja, what are some of your favorite games? I feel like I haven't really gotten, because you jumped on one of what the was it a Subnautica stream or a Fortnite stream you jumped on to begin with? Because I don't feel like we've really had much in the way of direct interaction, you and I. Like, you get some folk, some beans in the chat, like I have a feel for, you know, but can't say the same for you. What's your deal, man? What's your vibe? The Subnautica streams, okay. That checks out. People do like the Subnautica streams, which I'm here for, don't get me wrong. I appreciate how popular those can be. At the same time, I'm very much looking forward to putting a button on the project of finishing Subnautica. You know, that'll be a nice feather in my cap, so to speak. Jesus, we still haven't grown any cotton, have we? Good lord. 6. Our potato harvest came in. Good. Very good. It's a deadly melee weapon. I didn't realize we could equip the Thrumbo horn. Hey, Jen. What's up, Michael? Good to see you in chat. Forager. Not sure if I'm familiar with that. Sounds vaguely familiar. 8%. Actually, yeah, we're gonna hold on to that because we can like make swords and junk. Let's see here. What is Forager? Oh, that sounds very familiar. Oh, no, this is not what I thought it was. Okay, maybe it was since. Idle game that you want to actively keep playing. Explore, craft, gather, and manage resources. Find secrets and build your base out of nothing. Buy land to explore and expand. Huh. Interesting. Might have to give that a look. They're not anytime soon because soon is spooky time. What's up, the movie thieves? Change the contact frame. My CPU, and I think I might have damaged the temperature sensor since it says negative 55 degrees. My CPU went to take a hike. Yeah, no, below freezing. Yeah, you got to watch out for below freezing temps in your computer because that's you know, that can cause condensation, which is a bad news for electronics. You know what I'm saying? Just, you know. Getting ready to hit the red fork. Michael, you work in some kind of like heavy industry, right? Like a steel factory or something, isn't it? I know you told me at one point, and I know that you said it's very, very hot on the factory floor. Which again, would that Matto or Deagle were here to remark that Texans truly are built different, which Lord knows I'm not going to argue with. Ooh, we've got our frickin' tree sowing. Sorry, Wild Heel Root. You're going to have to, oak tree. Yes. Now, am I making what fiber corn is? Fiber corn. An inedible fibrous plant which produces a small amount of a wood-like substance. That's right. Interesting. So you know what that is? That is for producing building materials in low wood environments like deserts and ice sheets. That's interesting. Oh, like duct work. That's very interesting. Lord knows air conditioning ducts has got to be in high demand down there in Tejas, huh? One would imagine. One would speculate. It gets to negative 30. Close. I can say that my CPU, this world, since it's cold in space. And yet, the absolute coldest place in the entire universe that we know of is in Canada. There is like a hyper-cooled chamber of some sort or another that is used. That's like part of a supercomputer in some research lab up in Canada, and it is closer to absolute 0 Kelvin than the ambient temperature of space, and I think that's pretty cool. 125 Fahrenheit. Good lord. Well, Michael, have fun with that. I know I personally would perish, but, you know. Research colony. Variant of a large altar. You can find it by opening the ideology tab. Okay. Actually, We're going to start processing some stone blocks, and we're going to make a, for lack of a different term, like a worship space. Ideology. Chalice of Self. We could actually make it out of jade. That would be cool. 200 jade. Let's mine this. And see just how much jade that actually nets us. We should probably... I don't necessarily want to make it out of steel. I'll probably just make it out of stone, to be honest with you. We'll just not make it out of wood. We'll build it out of something a little bit more valuable. Let's see here. Zero. Oh. Jesus, please us. 0 Kelvin in Celsius. In degrees centigrade. Okay. So absolute 0 is negative 273.15 degrees Celsius. Oh, Jesus. My back. Oh, Christ. Don't get old, folks. It's a bad idea. Yes, Samurai Ninja. What is it? The Chancel of Self. Chancel of Shame. Freeway requires you to have a Chancel of Self in your colony as long as expectations are moderate or higher. Chancel of Self is a variant of a large altar. You can find it by opening the Ideology tab, blah, blah, blah. Freeway is your faction's primary ideologian, or there are 3 believers in your faction. In order to dignify Chancel of Self, room impressiveness, 60, no beds allowed, no work facilities allowed. Okay. These believers will become unhappy. Is this actually affecting their mood? Yeah, look at that. Someone's organ harvested, blah, and missing Chancel of Self. So it's not a huge issue. Let's see here. Ideology. Well, let's see. Pretty sure I just heard a warg. What is this? That's limestone. Oh. I'll trash that and just have it specifically be limestone blocks. This workshop is really tiny, and that's kind of bumming me out. There's wildlife. Like, we have wildlife to hunt, but it's all of these, like, biochem animals. We don't want fire spreading because we killed a frickin' boomalope. You're in Russia. The movie thieves, are you out in Russia? Good old Mother Russia. I don't think I've had a viewer from Russia before. Receptive communications indicate the item stash has been claimed by others. Blah. Whatever. At least not to the best of my knowledge. I know I had someone from... I think... Is it Mr. Speedy? Someone popped up in one of my Civ streams, I think, who was from Australia. So I think that might be the furthest geographically away from me. But even so, that's nifty. Love to see it. I am consistently surprised and humbled by my by the international breadth of my audience. I think it's nifty. I think it's nifty, neat, coolio. I don't know. Don't question me. How much jade do we have? Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna make a couple of low sculpture, small sculpture, low shape. Okay. We're gonna make a grand sculpture, 400. We're gonna make a large sculpture, and it's specifically going to be jade. Hey, Fringe, what is your crafting skill or your art skill? Who is the best at art? Jen's not bad. Lynx is better. Art. 6, 8. Okay. Cancel. Bills. Make large sculpture. Lynx. Honestly, like, she doesn't need to finish it. She just needs to start working on it so she can, like, claim the project. You know? The good news is that we have lots of produce to kind of get us through this sort of low turnout. I mean, we could hunt down the muffalo. It's not terrible. They got a lot of meat on them. On the other hand, yeah, I trust my hunters. Well, here's what we'll do. Here's what we'll do. Erica, no. Let's grab. Who actually has? Do none of you weirdos have? Cavan is literally the only one with a bolt action rifle. Wild, whatever. We're just gonna assign a muffalo to be hunted. I trust my my hunters. Yeah, Erica's got that good chain shotgun, so, like, yeah, easy peasy. Eats a pizza. And now I do feel better about taking down the other two. Yep. You got this, Boo. You don't got this, Boo. How badly wounded is this thing? Body moving is reduced to 51%, so we should be able to outrun the thing. Yeah, there we go. Say what I tell you. Oh, Lynx with that good sniper. That good sniper rifle. We love to see it, folks. Rare thrombos. Hey, if the thrombos come up through here, one of them might actually get stabified to death, in which case, more thrombo fur. More thrombo fur without the work. What's up, thrombos? I'm suffering from a bad case of thrombosis. A war merchant. Oh no, these... Well, I was about to say these guys are too clever. Not clever enough. Either of them hurt badly enough. No immediate danger, no immediate danger. Eh. Now that they're in this weakened state, conceivably, could we go hunting them? Sure. Are we going to? No. Also, I feel pretty good. Gameplay, modifying, bringing it up to adventure story. Because we haven't gotten a raid in a while. And I'm feeling pretty good about our chances of surviving one, to be honest with you. Could we build another cooler just so that we can expand this frickin'... Oh, we don't have enough components. Never mind. Well, no. That should give us just enough components. Gosh, that is frickin'... cutting it close there, fellas. I gotta be honest with you. Fringe, please don't screw this up. Thank you. And we'll keep it a nice frosty 30 Fahrenheit. And all will be well. What do you guys got for us? Knives. Sell some more of our tattered clothing. Gonna buy some herbal medicine off y'all. We've just been buying herbal medicine like crazy, but like I really do think that is just good policy. We're gonna play Fear and Hunger. What is Fear and Hunger? Just sounds like my day-to-day life, to be honest with you. Fear, hunger, yeah. Checks out. Here's what we're gonna do. Gonna build a copy there. Hidden conduit. Hidden conduit. Regular power conduit. Regular power conduit. Call it a day. And then we'll... deconstruct all of this nonsense. And deconstruct that nonsense. And then we'll throw down a floor. A fleur. De fleur. We'll also restrict the sloth zone. To ensure that the sloths don't get in. There it is. There's my art. Let's read the description. A person-sized piece of material sculpted into an artistic form. Loneliness. Number... IVII7. I don't even know what that would be in Roman numerals. It's the hardest game you'll ever play. On this carving is a portrayal of an alpaca collapsed in a chair while vomiting. The scene takes place inside an ash forest. The scene takes place on the outskirts of a village. This representation tells the story of an alpaca being stricken with the flu on the 15th of September, 5502. Author Rebecca Lynx Edwards. Say look it up. Yeah, let's take a look. Fear and Hunger. Fear and Hunger is a horror dungeon crawler set in the dark and hopeless dungeons of Fear and Hunger. The game is a hybrid of survival horror and dungeon crawler genres, with its influences ranging from Silent Hill to NetHack. There are roguelike elements to the game, as well as a heavy foundation of a JRPG. Okay. Interesting. Well, I do like necromancy. Might have to give that a look. It's got very positive 94% positive reviews, in fact, on Steam. Both recent and overall. So that is always worth keeping an eye on, that sort of thing. It's only $8. Interesting. Although the content warning for the developers makes it seem that this might not be ideal for streaming. You know, we'll see in the grand scheme of things. The Thrumbos, yeah, we're still... What we need is another, like, herd of animals to pass through. You know, it pains me to say it. I think we gotta add... I think we might have to add pregnant animals to the auto slaughter queue. I don't think that would negatively impact it. I think that we can still... Like, we'll still end up with new alpaca and new goats. It's just that they're a little bit more manageable. People don't know about it. It's by a Russian developer. I saw a guy play. Felt it's never ending. Yeah. You know, speaking of Russian developed games, Pathologic 2 is something that has caught my attention. The downside is that it is not terribly well optimized. It does make it sound like my computer is screaming at me. But I'd love to take a proper crack at that at some point. Take a crack at that one. Production. What else have we got? Torium. Tailoring bench we have. Smithy we have. Machining table we have. At some point we'll need to expand our lab, I guess you'd call it. Rather tight. Yeah, no kidding. In the meantime, let us... Technology. Large altar. It wouldn't be terrible if we made it out of... Let's make it out of steel. Huh? Whole life I've played mobile games, but now that I have a PC, I don't playing games anymore, and I'm 18. I feel like I've grown out of it. Interesting. You feel like you've grown out of mobile games or gaming in general? Oh, I hate that it's off-center. Gaming in general. Huh. Well, clearly there's still some sort of affinity for what with the participating in streams and such. You know what? Two thousand silver? No. No, that's not gonna happen, my guy. I am so sorry. Okay. I'd be happier doing it out of the jade, to be honest with you. No, we're gonna do it as steel. And that's fine. That is a fine use of our steel resources. Impressiveness 60, no beds allowed. Okay, so we don't actually need like a particularly big room, although obviously that's what we're doing. Gonna do watch the streams only because I like you and I can see our future together. Well, I'm flattered. Requires adjacent walls to function. I'm gonna go for steel doors. No. Oh, you need gold for the ornate doors. Concerning. Well, never mind then, bruh. Normal ass, let's say silver doors it is. 250, no. Steel doors is fine. Steel doors is perfectly fine. I mean, to be quite honest, like, I am consistently flattered that I have managed to accrue any kind of an audience. It really is, like, it's very cool to me that, like, there are folks who actually like to show up and watch these ding-dang things. I think it's nifty. Nifty spiffy. That's going to be a lot of steel right there. It's going to be an unfortunate amount of steel. That being said, folks, as much as I do appreciate all of y'all being here, I do think that I'm going to end the stream now. Just because... yeah, I've got some other stuff to do. I'm getting a little tired. I might actually try to sneak in a little snooze. But like I said, I will be back later this evening, probably around 8:30 Eastern Time, with a Fortnite stream with me and my wife. But until then, folks, thank you all very much for watching. I am Ned Finn, and until next time, goodbye forever.